I'm not sure which one's going to show up on, but I set one up and I had to set another one up. I don't know how these things work anymore, to be honest with you. Been a long time, but we'll see how this goes. Just a quick little one, maybe like an hour and a half. Dewey did it. What's going on, brother? How's life treating you, buddy? Dewey did it. It's got that blue cobalt wrench next to his name there. It's got to be cobalt. Gotta be. What's going on new with the cobalt tool lineup? Anything catch your eye on that it's coming out soon? Good, man. I know you do deserve a raise because you work your butt off. Enjoy your son's baseball game. That's awesome. I'm guessing it's baseball. Maybe soccer. I don't know. Are you going live during an auction? No. No auction here. Thank you for the $2 there, Zaphiel. I appreciate it. I did not know they had a bandsaw coming out. The nail gun I've known has been in the works. Do they have any cordless nail guns out at all? Or are they just upgrading to new? The watch I'm rocking is it's an Amazon special. It's Invicta. Both are official along with a caulk gun. Nice. I have wanted to buy the Ryobi caulk gun for a very long time. But I can't have not justified being able to buy it yet. Yeah, it's a nice watch. I mean, it's I'm still playing around with it. And I do. I like the band. I like seems like it's durable. It's a heavy watch. So I'll see how it lasts. I don't know. That's one thing. Amazon has some good deals. Not gonna lie, and I do like watches. I like wearing a watch. So Dewey did it. You know, I'm a Ryobi man. You're a Cobalt man. I respect you for that. I just like you, man. I ain't switching over. Lent it to the window installers and Milwaukee stuff, and they didn't say anything bad about it. I know Milwaukee has one too. I know it's really nice if you got to use a caulking gun repetitively, but I just kind of learned that like if you buy a decent caulking gun, all depends on the application, I guess. I should just buy it. Everyone tells me it's awesome. I know a few people who have used it and really like it. Zaphiel, I'm sure you like it in the right application. What I'm saying is I used to suck at caulking. I've finally mastered it with the gun. I'm afraid to add battery power to that, but I guess I just got to do it. Yeah, so there was also Old School Repair Shop. What's going on, buddy? Hope everything's going well with you. What was that talking about? Oh, Amazon. How much I'm not buying stuff off there anymore. It's just so darn hard. I look up the weirdest things though. So last night I bought off of eBay a remote control car that I used to have when I was younger, and it's a Radio Shack one. It's called Nitro Burner 4x4. So it had dual engines, front and rear. It's a 7.2 volt, and I think the mother trucker went like 35 miles per hour. Went on the old Amazon, bought new nickel cadmium batteries, 2 or 3 of them with a charger, and I'm gonna blast that thing. I remember when I had it, the battery lasts like 5 minutes. Now it does. It's gonna come with the controller and battery and a charger, but I'm sure that battery's junk. But I'm still gonna try and do that trick where you shock the cells and see if it'll get going. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'll probably do a video on it actually. Question for you guys though is, can I buy a 7.2 volt? And I'm not sure, that's a weird voltage. There is a 7.4, but can I get can I just put it lithium ion? Is it going to hurt the motor? Probably not. I guess it wouldn't, because you can do that with the old Ryobi tools. Not much, just been remodeling the shop. Nice. Got to redo the roof here soon. What kind of roof are you going to put on that? Asphalt shingles, a flat roof, you put metal panels up. I always envision it's going to be a flat roof. Life's going good, Zaphael. What about you, man? How's everything going for you? Lots of people care about tools. It's like a $1 trillion industry. Wrong guy to ask. I'm still getting, I now that I'm moved and settled in, sometime this summer, I have my Craftsman chainsaw. I bought a new carburetor for it. So I'm going to shove that thing on, and then I'm going to have to, if I have the high and lows, I think you said 2 turns for both of them. If I'm correct, let me know, and I'll get tattooed somewhere. 2 turns. I think you said 2 turns for both the high and the low adjusters on that carburetor. And I'm not a cool person. Lots of people find me boring, but that's okay. I enjoy hopping on here and talking to whoever wants to talk, and then you'll get those people that come in and say you're an alcoholic because you're having a beer, but I guess that's fine. Trying to close on a small farm. Hell yeah. That'd be like my dream. Well, you'll fight that battle, man. You'll win. Special warranty deeds. I know nothing about special warranty deeds. Asphalt shingles, what's been on there for the last 40 years. I don't think you get wrong with asphalt shingles, especially just like vinyl flooring has come a long way. My old house, I got a nice standing seam metal roof, which probably will last a very long time. I mean, asphalt roofs do go bad, but the one that I just replaced, the one on the new house I bought, and what we got, and it was on here since the house is built. It says like 33 years old, 34 years old. Well, Laura will get my other super chat then. Give your lawyer all your money, because if you want land, man, now's buy it, because if I didn't have kids, that's probably what I would do. And I will say, been watching that show Yellowstone. I was sick for like 2 weeks, basically. I still going in and out of work, but I just bought all the seasons and watched them to get caught up. And man, that's an awesome show. Just I've always liked Kevin Costner, and that's exactly where I was, Raphael. I had started season 1 a year ago, and I did. I watched an episode, and man, it's nonstop action, man, in my opinion. And please watch The Expanse. You know what? Let me figure out. It got some paper up here. That sounds familiar, actually. I've never seen it, but it sounds familiar. Is it a movie or is it a show? Expanse. Go metal roof, but asphalt one is what been there since the shop was built. But I relit the place with full. Oh, dude, always gotta do LED. It's on Amazon Prime. Hell yeah, I like 4K. I don't like to be. I do have Amazon Prime too, so I can definitely check that out. But just FYI, just so I'm being honest here, I started that 1883, which is like the precursor, and I'm also watching. Is it Mayors of Kingston on Paramount? But I will add this in because I just watched the whole. Been watching a lot of shows just at night, unless I'm sick. But House MD, which I've always liked to catch episodes of it, but I never watched it the whole way through. And I watched that the whole way through, and I freaking loved it, man. The Expanse is awesome, sci-fi, very realistic. Watch in dark and pay attention. All right, I'm down with that, mate. I have a good buddy that comes over like once every other week, and we watch movies. And usually I fall asleep during them, but he would be one that would probably get into that with me. Letter Kenny. Where's Letter Kenny on? Letter Kenny. Yeah, but LED lights are the way to go anymore. Sleater Kenny. Hulu. I don't have Hulu, but these shows always jump around eventually, so I got it written down. It's on my to-do. Crazy thing with streaming is by the time you have all these freaking things you're yeah, I'm still in PA, same school district and everything. Just I actually moved to the street I grew up on, so still have a couple of my best friends' parents living on the street. So as much as I always said I was going to move when I was younger, specifically I wanted to move out to Portland, Oregon, which thank God I didn't. Hammered move. See, that's one thing I didn't do was I didn't have to move school districts. I moved within our school district, and the only reason I did that is because I went to the school district. It's a great school district in terms of public. It's one of the better ones in Pittsburgh, and taxes reflect that. But it depends what age your kids are. Mine definitely had a tough time adjusting. I felt terrible about doing it, but at the end of the day, we're in a better situation than we were in, and that's all that matters. And kids are just, they're durable, they're adjustable, they're resilient, so eventually it all. Joe Smith in the house. Harry balls. Now, do you mean like you're getting hammered drunk and moving a kid to a new school district, or you're getting hammered for doing it? Steve C in the house. What's going on, brother? Thank you for joining us. Moved down here to West Virginia. There's a house, 2 houses down for sale. I did all the moving I could do right now. I'm not, if well, I'll probably never move again. You start here, you move here, and then you go back downsize, right? But if I could do what Zaphiel's doing, I'd love to buy some land. Because, like, all the above. And thank you for the $2, Zaphiel. I appreciate it. How about that? I've been sitting over at your other last year. I apologize. I don't know what happened. I created that stream and it would not let me engage it. So I had to just fire up another one. I'm sure there's a few other people over there going, typical maintenance man, even though, I've always been. Robert, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. How are you doing? I was trying to keep that on the DL, but thank you. Can say Harry Nuts on YouTube. You can on my channel. You can say Harry Nuts on my channel because sometimes walnuts can grow hair, or it's all right there, buddy. You're one of the good ones. I don't care what you do over here. You can say whatever you want in those streams. Down low. Thank you. The DL, down low, right? Down low, too slow. I could just be out of touch. All right, wait, hold on 1 second. I want to go up. Or letters to Kenny. Letter Kenny is funny as hell. All right, letter Kenny. Thank you. If you guys want to know, is my belief is, what are the important birthdays? You got 13, just because you turned a teenager. I remember that being a big one. 16 was the only one I ever gave a shit about. 18, but that's gone because now she's 21. So 13, 15, 16, 21, and then you celebrate 30, you celebrate 40, you celebrate 50, just the decades after that. Definitely do. I will say this, old school repair shop. I got a wife and 3 kids. But if somehow when you're up here we can meet up, I will definitely do it. I'm more than willing to do that. I'm just, realistically, I barely even get to see my friends, but there are times I can do that. I'm still working for assholes working late. Just want to say hi. Well, have a good one and tell the asshole I said don't be too hard on yourself tonight or on you tonight. I gotta start watching a lot of YouTube again too. Wait, what happened with Carhartt? This is an older T-shirt. Actually, the in-laws buy me Carhartt stuff. No, I will not talk crap about Steelers. Oh, funny enough, before last year, I was telling Ben to go fuck himself and retire, and then last year I was crying that he retired. So, you know. Oh yeah, yes, I remember. That was a little while ago. I hope everything's still going good. Old school repair with the girl. I did not know Carhartt was woke now. I also hear it's like a lot made in China or. Here's one thing I'm going to say about the show Yellowstone that drives me nuts. It's a ranch or whatever you want to call it. The trucks are too clean, the equipment's too clean, the tools are too clean. The show's awesome, but like when they have fencing pliers or anything, it's like shiny. And I'm sorry to hear that, man. But don't feel bad because that's how a lot of them are. And, that's just what we got to do. Got to take it. And then eventually you find the one that just sticks. I'm a Dickies person. I've never been a Dickies person. And to be honest with you, the only reason why is we had it at when I was a janitor. Like none of the pants or jackets fit me correctly, I'm not super tall, but I got long arms and long legs, and like a all right sized body. I'm fat, but I've lost 30 pounds. Been working on that. Oh my gosh, man. Well, obviously she's a fucking idiot. Run, don't walk, man. Exactly. I hope you don't feel bad over that. I understand it takes a while to get over relationships, but man, I wouldn't even be bothered by that. I would walk over and thank the guy. But it sucks because I know you put in time and you spent time and we won't lie, that takes a lot out of us, but I had a guy, I don't know if you got out. Thanks, Steve C. Appreciate it. It's not like, to me, it's still not noticeable, but I feel a lot better. I was going to say, I got a message today I did that Amazon oscillating tool. I don't know how long ago that thing was. It's $30. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. And a guy, just commented like, "Oh, China junk. Everything in China is junk, blah, blah." And I had to respond. I was like, "Yeah, that Milwaukee's just junk," I said. And, I said the M12 oscillating tool barely lasted me a year, and I want to be like, thank God for their good warranty. You're not going to get it out of this company, but at least Milwaukee. But it's true. I mean, cordless tools. What's not made in China? Ryobi is not China junk. But honestly, I sincerely, I bought Milwaukee because I was watching YouTube and people were like, you know, Milwaukee's the best. That's what you got to do. And I will say this, the M18 Surge Impact is the best impact I've ever used in my life, personally. But other than that, there was not a Ryobi tool that I had that couldn't do the job that a Milwaukee tool could do. And my Ryobis have held up a lot better. The batteries have held up a lot better. I've had 4 Milwaukee batteries, 3 or 4, just were bad right out of the box. And I've had my Ryobi stuff for over 10 years, and I finally had my first. Now, the nickel cadmium batteries, NiCad batteries, were terrible on Ryobi. But I just had my first lithium battery go bad, and it was one of the clips got all jumbled up or something. It almost looks like it melted. And what I did was I put one of those things on my son's power wheels to shove the Ryobi battery on. That thing flies around. It's scary. And but I think that's what happened to that battery. It just got so hot. Thanks, Old School Repair Shop. I appreciate it. I still on Harbor Freight stuff. Dude, Brad's Workbench has shown me so many cool things from Harbor Freight. I've been in there like 3 times now, and I still I look around. I haven't bought much. I do have their 7-inch Diamondback Tile Saw, which is awesome. Better than the Rigid. And better than my Ryobi, because my Ryobi is 10 years old and it can only rip 18 inches instead of 24. Shop, I'd go south, other fish in the sea. Yep. Happiest guy on YouTube, what's going on? How are you doing? Tell your boy I raced the Power Wheels with the race mower. Dude, I'm telling you, man, first of all, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a governor on the Power Wheels that you can get rid of to make it go faster with the regular battery. With the Ryobi 18 volt on there and the governor turned off, when they hit the pedal, the whole front end of the thing lifts up. It flies. I used the Bauer, what is it, $40, $50, $60 for the Bauer Impact with the battery charger. That thing's awesome, man. The 1/4-inch hex driver, what us timber guys use, timber type folk. But yeah, man, that impressed me more than I thought it would. This is one thing I like about Harbor Freight is if you have it in your area and it's close to you, it's a brick and mortar store, and I respect that. I don't care where their tools are made. I think it's awesome that they have a store that you can go walk into and just roam around, because I used to love doing that. You think you and Heavy Wrench can help the happiest guy on YouTube who's turning 21? No way. What do we do to help? So what I am hearing is I need to go fill the... Yes, absolutely. 100%. There ain't a better word than feller, huh? It's one of the good ones. I like it. But yeah, so you guys seen any good movies recently? Well, happiest guy on YouTube. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Or did you turn in April? Is your birthday in April? Because if it's in April, then I mean, just it's the best month for birthdays. Ugh. That was a funky taste. I don't know. I have some fun videos coming out. Uh, February is a good month too, my brother. Well, happy birthday. Congratulations on turning 21. That's a heck of a milestone. It's one of the ones I say that you should celebrate. You don't have to celebrate with alcohol. It's just a nice milestone to celebrate. So, happy birthday to you, man. And thank you for joining us. And I do know that you are definitely the happiest guy on YouTube. More people should have your attitude towards life. Don't remember your 21st birthday. Dano's Toolbox, the Canadian. How's it going, Dano? Good to see you, man. Vibes, dude. What's with all? Spend your money on your farm, please, please. You do it because you know it makes me uncomfortable, but thank you. I appreciate it. Zaphael's coming to Wisconsin. That's awesome, man. Is Heavy Wrench going to Wisconsin? Got anything good going on these days there, Dano? Any tools, any good food reviews? I remember when you used to do a few, you grab a few sandwich from here or there. I remember, I think you did an Arby's once or something. Backwoods Mechanic. How's it going? I hope you're doing well, man. It has been a long time since I've, been around, but I saw you went to down to Florida and had a great vacation with your kids. I hope you enjoyed it. Looked like they did. I mean, you're one hell of a dad. I'll tell you that, man. Honestly, you should be very, very proud of yourself. Nice, Raphael heading to Wisconsin, meeting up with the happiest guy on YouTube. It's gonna be like the best day ever. A beam in the floor of the barn. I mean that sincerely too. I'm not just BSing, man. I know I only see pictures and stuff, but you do an amazing job, man. And also you're one skillful freaking do everything guy. I do have a haul from Pawn Shop. I got a bunch of things for $9. I hate to admit this, I've never been in a pawn shop. Renfrew, PA. I don't know where that's at. Renfrew. So basically, I don't think I've ever been to Erie. I've been to Harrisburg, been to Philadelphia, been to Elk County, lots of places around there. Been up to wherever Penn State is. Never been to St. Mary's. Did I say Harrisburg? Yeah, I said Harrisburg. Harrisburg Senators minor league ball club. I saw they have or had, I don't know now, but my dad took me to a game there, and it's almost like it's not like the Field of Dream field, but when you pull up, it's almost like that because the field's on like this island. And I just remember being nighttime and just seeing it out there, kind of like the field by itself with the lights. And um, I wish I still had it. I had one of those little wooden baseball bats that said Harrisburg Senators on it. Um, and it was very cool. Load up the kids for the weekend. There's a plow day show with tractor pulls there. Actually, my son would love that. I took him to Monster Jam this year, and he's a little sensitive to loud noises, but like he sat there fucking fine and enjoyed it. $5 super chat. Thank you, Zaphiel. Super chat. Won't you say for a tractor or whatever? Wish lawyers were as cheap as super chats. Like to give cool people some recognition. Zaphiel, I honestly, man, I appreciate your support through all the years. You've definitely been one constant person, as has everyone in this chat, because you're all here. And I appreciate it, man. Yeah, you could definitely send it to me through. You're on Instagram, right? Pretty sure. I don't need a tractor. What do I need? Could definitely use a riding mower for my lawn, but I'll push it. I have had the worst luck with riding mowers. I'll be right back. I had the first riding mower I ever bought was a Montgomery Ward. I'll post some videos and pictures of it on my Instagram one of these days. But it did not have a deck, it had a plow. And it actually worked out great because when I first bought my old house, I had kind of like a lot of wet areas. So I bought, I think, 25 tons of gravel, and that tractor either pulled or pushed all of it around our property. And then in the winter, I was plowing the driveway with it, and the drive shaft just, blew up on it. My father-in-law, nicest man in the world, and I remember doing this because he helped me get the thing running. I got it running, but I screwed up and lost like a siphon hose in the oil tank. And the oilers in that are like a thing that go around and spits oil on the engine, and it just, me again, Dave. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for $2, man. I appreciate it, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Now, that's a guy that has about 20 jobs and works his ass off as well as, all of us, but me again, Dave, I appreciate you stopping by, buddy, and doing that. That puts a smile on my face. No, it really does. I actually don't smile often, and I appreciate you, man. So anyways, I remember this. I got this. It's a garden tractor. This Montgomery Ward was not like a, so got the thing stuck in there, and he, I was just an idiot. He got it out really quick. Once it was out, every other repair that I had done on it, which the guy I bought off of said to do, it worked, it ran, it went. Now getting to the broken axle, I remember my father-in-law saying, "I'm not a." I think what he said to me is, "I'm not a fucking shade tree mechanic or a backyard mechanic, so don't expect me to help you all the time." And I mean, he's really nice to me, but I get it because I hate doing maintenance work when I come home. And yeah, so he fixed the drive shaft and said, maybe just ease it around, see how it does. And so my easing around was first time it snowed like 6 or 8 inches. I took it out and it plowed a few lines perfectly, and then the drive shaft just snapped where the weld was. Not his fault. He did a great job welding it. He rounded it off. He tried to balance it, best he can. And the thing was, fairly balanced going around. It wasn't like flopping or anything. You couldn't even tell he had welded it. It was just moving around. But as you're going, I put too much pressure on it, blew it, took it to the scrapyard. Bought another riding mower after that. I had a trailer. Then I ended up buying a truck, so I traded my trailer on Craigslist for another riding lawnmower. It was a Gravely, older one, worked great. Used that for a while, and then I needed something else and sold it. And then I want another riding lawnmower, and I bought a Yard Machines one or something. And it's a hydrostatic drive. Used it 2 times. Fucking thing broke. It's the most money I ever spent on one. Somehow sold that for $150. It went out. And then somehow convinced my wife to let me buy another riding lawnmower. I bought a white. And it worked great until I left my old house. It was a nice lawnmower. I have a lot of memories just driving my son around, and he was starting to drive it himself. That's why I'd like to get another one. He did a good job on that. But yes, MTD. I mean, MTD makes darn near everything. I have a white snowblower. Thing's old, but it's a beast. I've just had a lot of luck with white products. MTD. But the snowblower has the Tecumseh Snow Chief 5 horsepower engine on it, which I think is pretty good little engine. MTD bought everything. Pat CB in the house. What's going on? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. Kubota. I'll check them out when I get off of here. I have about half an hour more before the wife gets mad at me. Made to disappoint. Listen, man, I'll be honest. Everyone says, Honda's better, Kohler, Briggs and Stratton. Hey, tell Mrs. Me again. Thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you. So right now I have a weird one. I have Me Again Dave actually said it was a weird combination. I bought a few years ago at Home Depot. It's a push mower, and I think it's a Yard Machines with a Honda on it. So it's the first Honda mower I ever had. The last mower I had was a Craftsman with a big Briggs and Stratton push mower. But I mean, this thing would like shoot rocks out and all. I ran over big rocks that my kids would throw in the yard, and like I thought the shaft would bend or something. did no damage, but for some reason, I don't know. I gave up on it. The last few years, there's a few problems. It had issues starting, and I probably should have just changed out the carb on it, but I didn't. So I traded in the whatever. Opinions on 14 millimeter flooring at Costco, Sam's Club. I'll have to check it out, to be honest with you. I didn't even know they sell flooring. I know Walmart has as well. So, is it vinyl? What type of flooring is it? Honestly, it's too bad you didn't hold. Oh, I know, man. The Gravely was awesome. It wasn't the bigger. It wasn't like a garden tractor. It was probably like a 30-inch, but it was like a ride-on, not like a weird-looking one. Had a hood and everything, but it just worked, man. It just worked, and yeah, I sold it for $150 too. I remember, I want to say it was like a G30 or something like that. I can't quite remember though. What series? Definitely probably like 80s-ish. Late 70s, somewhere in the 80s, maybe early 90s, not sure. Adam B, what's up? Hey, Adam B, if you could, I had a question for you. If you can email me at this and keep emailing me until I respond back, just in case if it goes in the junk folder. There's my email. But I had a question for you. So if you could email me at some time, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. DCG, what's going on? How are the kids? How's the family? How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the happy birthday wish. I appreciate it. Please don't hit rocks. Dude, when your kids are young, they throw crap in the yard like as you're mowing. It just happens. It happens. The old school Honda lawn tractors are hard to beat. J.C. Penney. I almost bought a riding mower from J.C. Penney on the. Dude, I do not use. I buy that non-ethanol gas from Home Depot. That's all I use. You know, I think it's worth it personally. It's just you don't have to worry about it starting up at all, to be honest with you. I've never had any issues. But the hold on 1 second. What's up, brother? Just go alcohol. James Mall, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thank you, Adam B. I appreciate it. DCG, I'm glad they're doing well, man. Carlos. It has been a minute. I appreciate you stopping over here, though, Carlos. I do, man. Was wondering if you've installed it in apartments. No, we use just the vinyl. I mean, it's nice. It's like you can pee on it, do whatever you want, you're good to go. Mid-rises in Miami, making sure they're still standing. Have any of yours gotten hit with the, people got to move out or whatever? I can understand that old school repair shop. So what I was going to say though, so when I replaced the carburetor on my white snowblower, I have a video on it. Yeah, vinyl. That's right. And yeah, it just clicks in, easy to go. I've done engineered hardwood. And I have, is a long time ago, but I did lay out with my uncle. I helped him do a hardwood floor, which wasn't too bad either. I mean, it's all, the products are great these days. So I had a lady that she wants me to do a few things on her house the other day. She's talking. In her last house, she did the stick down stuff, and she said she was there 10 years and it still looked great when she left. It's just how you take care of it, how you know. The Sears really hates it, honestly. Nope, I do new construction, specifically drywall. Get at it, man. Good job. That's awesome. Um, the HD Life Proof plastic stuff seems really nice. It is. Um, yeah, give me a thumbs up or down. I really, you know, it's all good. So MTD, um, literally, like, I got one last snow of the winter, and I had one container of, I didn't have any 4-cycle non-ethanol gas left. I had, like a thing of old gas. So I put a little bit in there, ran it dry, what I thought was dry, and the next year it just would not start up. It was gummed up. I do try, I went and got one of those mechanics in the bottle. I've had that work a few times, had it not, hit or miss. Didn't work, so I was like, oh man, I don't know. I don't want to pull the carburetor off and clean it. And then I went on Amazon. You can buy a whole new kit for $17, and you just take the old one off, pop new one on, bingo bango, and it starts up. And it did. So like that's how bad ethanol gas is. And I think with the Craftsman, I was using non-ethanol gas, like I said, sometimes you get towards the end of the year, I didn't have any left, poured it in. I try to run it dry. Like, I'll even put a bungee cord around it and just set it down there. And even though it shuts down, it doesn't run dry, and it just cuts out. But that Briggs and Stratton motor was the best one I've used so far. But Honda hasn't been too bad either. In the I think it's a Yard Machines push mower. What are the? It's not a Toro. It's a red one, and it's not Honda, but it has a Honda mower. It's a Yard Machines. It's a weird combination. New carb or ultrasonic cleaner, and you're set. That's why I have the ultrasonic cleaner. I do have the old carb. I am going to clean it back out and fix it. But yeah, dude, like, I don't know why I never thought of that earlier either. I could have done that with the Craftsman mower. But like I said, sometimes like you got to do something. It's not working, and you got to fix the problem. So you just go out and sometimes you just got to throw money at the problem, which sucks, but it is what it is. Ultrasonic cleaner, where'd you get it from? Harbor Freight? Just wondering, curious. Old Snapper's a brand. I haven't seen a lot of Snappers. Do they still make those? Also, highly recommend, find uses for it. I do. Snapper was a big brand. Lawn Boys. I remember. I've talked to a few people why they're so popular. It's because they're two stroke. So like when they're going up a hill or something, that two stroke helps it not bog down. Where like if you just have 4-cycle and you're going up a hill like this, it might start to not be able to eat on that gas. So this is what I bought on eBay. I'm checking it out. Checking it out. Ain't a bad dealio. We should have bought together. Could have saved a little few bucks, you know? I got the 2-strokes. When I was a kid, the old lady next door had a snapper that wouldn't quit. See, I love memories like that. I remember going to see I haven't had a grandparent alive since 2013. I know some of you might be longer than that, but most of mine, one died before I was even born. The others 2 died younger, and then the last one, 2013. But my grandma that died in 92, her next door neighbor, when I would go over and stay, and like I had to be young because I was born in 86, 92, but her neighbor would make me boiled hot dogs, put them in a bun, slap margarine on it, and I'd eat it. And so good, man. So good. I remember them being amazing, but I'd be terrified to try one today. I would. Oh, is that the same thing? I'll have to yeah, it sucks, man. I that blue smoke, hell yeah. I'm lucky enough to have my parents. But you know, like I said, my dad's dad died when he was 12. Um, and then his mom died in 92, and then my mom's dad died in 96, and then my grandmother died in 2013. But the last 20 years of her life, she had dementia. So, which dementia's terrible. She had it for so long, and it was slow but steady, and I wouldn't wish anyone on it because, like, I was telling my wife tonight when she passed, and like just her in the coffin, I remember staring at her and get like it didn't even look like her. Like it had that disease had taken over her mind, body, and soul. And then my mom's sister, my aunt, got it recently and passed away. But and it wasn't just that, but combination of things, and but it happened quickly, and I was like, I'm sad it happened, but I'm happy it was quick because like just my grandmother hung on too long. Just sucks. Well, life's tough, you know. Life's a bitch, then you die. We've all had struggles. I'm, you know, not saying that's any harder than anyone else's. I'm just, you know, that's just my experience, and it sucked. I just Alzheimer's, man. I don't wish on anyone. It's a terrible, horrible disease. I'm sure a lot of people have, you know, can relate to it, but my grandmother who passed away from it, she always made spaghetti at our family events. It's called Sunday gravy. So it has sausage, it's got meatballs, it's got ribs in it. You know, I've started making that just as tradition. And it's nice because when I make it, I remember going over to their house when I was younger because it makes our house smell exactly like theirs when I'd show up. They all lived in my mom's whole family was from Cleveland, so we'd drive up there. But yeah, enough of the depressing stuff. So, same meals on Sundays too. Yep. Dude, it's like a staple, man. Sunday gravy. I like for these Yetis. My wife bought this for me years ago. I think before we even had kids. But I don't know about you guys. When I drink a beer, under where you drink out of, I like to indent it. When you do that, it flows over and it makes it smooth, right? But then you can't really get it into the Yeti. You can, but not really. That's what I don't like about it. I gotta figure something out around that. But so yeah, I like flat pop, flat soda. I could go for some fries and gravy. I like fries and gravy. Those days were really the best, man. Hell yeah, same. That's a good fight to have. Hell of a fight to have. I liked it at my grandparents' house too. So like us I mean, there's like 40 people there. You know, I have a lot of cousins and Irish family. My grandparents had 6 kids and then they all had kids but when we go up there we play sports outside and do all this stuff and then come nighttime like they had 2 movies. They had Tombstone and Witches. But we'd watch and maybe Backdraft. So we'd watch Backdraft or Tombstone. Um, and is that a joke, Steve C? I'll be your Huckleberry. Dude, Val Kilmer, that Heat, Top Gun. I might watch Days of Thunder. You serious? You don't? Yeah, I'm Irish. Yeah, I'm Irish. It's an hour out of Beaver. I know where Beaver is. Zaphael, God. Sorry to hear that, man. I actually bought this because I moved into a pretty non-liberal place, and it's having a guy over for beer, so I bought Bud Light, bought Miller Light, bought Coors Light, and I have my Milwaukee Light, which is what I drink. I haven't had a Bud Light in years because I think it tastes like ass, but hasn't been too bad. Hey Zaphael, I'm sorry to hear about your recent loss, and no animosity is the truest statement ever. I don't always agree with my brother, but I love him to death, and um, I mean, it's how I am with a lot of people. You got to learn to just get along, kind of. Adam B, you're correct. That Sunday gravy, that takes me an average of about 6 hours to make. Prep time about 1 or 2 hours. Cook time's like 4 to 6. Usually I get all 6 hours, but you're right, man. Like I'd get up there and it all still be, but it smelled so good. Smelled so good. Well, folks, I wish I could stay on longer, but I gotta go do bedtimes and put my little people to sleep just for the night. Zaphael, man, honestly, I'm sorry you lost your father. I couldn't imagine going through that right now, to be honest with you, man. But you also have my email. If you need anything, let me know. If you want me to rewire this money to your lawyers, let me know. I've had Sierra Nevada. I'll pick some up for the next live stream. How about that with the money you sent me? We could do that. Adam B, Old School Repair Shop, Zaphael, Steve C, Pat C B, DCG, me again, Dave, and all the other people. WCSD, unfortunately, he's a California dude. Yeah, garage looks great, right? Brand new. I just pull my car right through there, just all opens up somehow. It's amazing. But no, honestly, I appreciate all you guys. If you ever need to get in touch with me, the mman86@gmail.com. Feel free to message me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night. Be safe. Be good. All right. Zaphael, man, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. You can email me, but I think we had a great live stream, lots of fun, and I appreciate it. Later.